Hi, this is a vintage aircraft instrument. So this is actually, as you can see, a power and amplifier unit for gauge fuel quantity capacitor type. So in the front we have 3 BNC inputs, so this is expected to be connected to capacitive sensors. And we have here a circular connector. So this thing is very old, I think in the 50s or maybe 60s, early 60s, I'm not sure. So there is nothing, there is no date code on the plate of this instrument. The manufacturer number, serial number, order number, and the specification for this thing. So let's open this thing to see what is inside. Oh, I didn't expect to find a vacuum tube inside. So we have 3 vacuum tubes. So this one is a 6AQ5W. It looks like a pentode or something like that. So this one, GTL6 X4W. This one is strange. Looks like a diode or something like that, and I cannot see any grid. The last one is a dual triode. Yes. So we have here transformer and the second one here. So we have 2 transformers in this thing. And we have a few passive parts, and you can see here, which seems to be a mica capacitor here. And it seems we have a very specific capacitors here. We have a 373.6 picofarad, microfarad. And you have some carbon resistors. Very few passive parts inside. And here we have, that is very interesting, we have a wiring schematic. You can open this cover to see, but I don't expect to find something interesting below this, but who knows. Okay, we have just wirings of the transformer, of the two transformers. We have a capacitor here. So here we have a potentiometer. So here you have the adjustment for empty and full. It should be interesting to make working this unit again, but not sure. It will require a lot of work, I think. I didn't see, but on the opposite side of this cover, there is a schematic diagram of this power unit. So I took a picture and I printed this schematics in a reverse video in order to have something black on white. So you can see that the supply voltage is here, 115 volts. It is rectified by this diode. So you should have here a voltage of 150 volt DC or something like that. And you can see that this is a 3 stages amplifier. So the final amplifier is here, which is with a transformer. And the capacitor, which permits probably to have a bandpass filter around 400 Hz. So you have the second stage here, which uses a half of the triode V102 here. And you have a first amplifier here. And the input of this amplifier is connected to one BNC. It is this one. And if we look at the global diagram here, you can see that the sensor is connected between this terminal and this one in the middle. And you have a reference capacitor. It is called a condenser here. It's a capacitor between this point and this one. So in the schematics, actually, this corresponds to that. And the sensor is connected between the input here and this terminal. And this terminal, you can see that you have a limited resistor here in order to limit the current in case of short circuit, probably. And this resistor is connected to one tap of this transformer here. So you have an AC voltage here. And this capacitor connects this AC voltage to the grid. But of course you have other capacitors. You have first this capacitor here, which is connected to the opposite tap of the transformer. So you have an opposite phase between this one and this one, because in the middle you have the ground here. The ground is connected here. So you have a capacitor here connected between the input and this tap. So depending on the value of this capacitor, the voltage at the grid here, this one, can be 0 volt in case if we suppose that the voltages are identical in amplitude. If the capacitor here is identical to this one, you can have 0 volt. So depending on the capacitor here, you can have a voltage as the input, which can be in phase or in opposite phase. So you can have any voltage you want. And this capacitor here is connected actually also to this tap, and is connected through this capacitor also to the input. This capacitor, this one and this one in series, are connected in parallel to this one. So I have connected this unit to a power supply here with these two wires. I have connected also the output to an oscilloscope. The output is this terminal, the output of the transformer here, terminal C. So let's see what's happened. I will connect, so I will use this variable capacitor to simulate a sensor. So this capacitor can be adjusted from something close to 30 picofarad to 600 picofarad. So maybe, I hope it will cover the range of a normal sensor. So I will connect this capacitor between these two terminals here. I will use short cables because as we have a small capacitance and so I think we have a high impedance. So to avoid the noise and problem like that, I will use small cables. And the last one between these points, so I will solder something here. Okay, I will turn on the power supply. I don't know if you can see, but the vacuum tubes are warming. Okay, and we can see that we have a signal on the oscilloscope. It is a little bit distorted, but I think it is due to my power supply. The amplifier has a small problem, so you have to repair it. Okay, so let's see if we can change something. It is not obvious. We can see that we have a minimum voltage for a specific capacitance. This voltage is not zero. And we have also, I think this is 50 Hertz hum. Yes, probably due to the high impedance. So maybe we can try to add a reference capacitor between these two terminals here. Okay, so I will add this female BNC and one adapter with a banana plug here. So this should do the job. I hope it is this terminal because there is no marking on the rear plate of this instrument. So I will check with the ohm meter if you have 1 kilo ohm between this terminal and the E terminal here on the circular connector. So I will turn off the power supply, of course. So I will use my ohm meter. So I will check. So E terminal. this is this one. .2 kilo ohm. Okay, this is R104 here. So I will check 104 is accessible. This is this resistor here. Don't know if you can see. Just here, this one. So I will measure directly from this side. .2 kilo ohms. Okay, so this is normal. Normally this resist tolerance should be, I don't know, maybe 20%. There is nothing. There is no tolerance ring. Okay, so this is the right terminal. So this I will try to find a capacitor. Should be connected from this point to this one. So I found 274 picofarad. So I will connect this between these two terminals. It's not complicated. Okay. We turn on the power supply. Okay, we have a signal. It's more or less identical. It should be interesting to have the indicator, which is normally connected to this power unit. If I find one, it can be interesting to make the test with both instruments. But I think it will be difficult to find this kind of instrument. So thank you for watching this video. See you next time. Bye bye.